Hello friends, I'm Lokesh, your mentor at mentorbuddy.com. We have a question based on percentages. The question says, Lucknow bound Shatabdi Express has a capacity of 500 seats, of which 10% are in the executive class and the rest chair cars. During one journey, the train was booked to 85% of its capacity. If executive class was booked to 96% of its capacity, then how many chair car seats were empty during that journey? So let us see how can we solve this problem. So it is given that in a train there are 500 seats. These 500 seats contain two categories of sitting arrangement. One is the executive class and the other one is chair car. Out of them, 10% belong to executive class. That means 10% of 500 is executive class. So definitely the remaining 90% belongs to chair car. Now the question says, during one journey, the train was booked to 85% of its capacity. When we talk about capacity, we mean that 85% of the total seats were booked for this journey. So if I do the rough calculation, I'll be getting 5 fives are 25, 2, 8 fives are 40, and this gives me 425 seats were booked for the journey. Now please understand, this includes both executive as well as chair car. So far I have got to know that out of 500 seats, 425 seats were booked. So how many were vacant? Clearly we can see that 75 seats were vacant. But the question is asking us how many chair car seats are empty. These 75 seats are both executive as well as chair car. So we need to figure out how many chair car are empty. Okay, so the last part of the question says if executive class was booked to 96% of the capacity, we already know that 10% of the seats in the train are executive class. So I can say 10% of 500, that is executive class has 10% of 500, which is equal to 50 seats. And out of these 50 seats, 96% was booked. So 96% of the executive seats are booked, which gives me a total of 48 seats. So out of 50, 48 were booked. So how many were left empty? Just 2 seats. That means 2 of the executive seats were empty. So out of these 75 seats, 2 were from executive class, and therefore the remaining 73 must belong to the chair car category. So therefore the answer to this question, wherein we were asked how many chair car seats were empty, comes out to 73 seats. So the answer to this question becomes option number 2. This is how we can solve such a question. I hope the method is clear to all. Thank you everyone.